some people call you the heir to Chinua Achebe, right?
One person did.
Only one. I've read it in different places. Okay. Maybe the word has spread.
Yeah, it has spread. You know.
How does that make you feel?
It's funny. Some of it. So it's good if it makes me, of course, if it opens doors for me, which I think it has done, actually, I have to say. I'm even good friends with An Achebe, had his daughter, you know, some of the family. But, you know, people have attacked me as well because of that. There were some people who, you know, some people sent me some messages, you know, emails. One guy accused me of like of being a terrible human being who was trying to get fame on the back of a dead person. And I'm like, you know, I didn't write the review. I didn't tell them to call me that. Yeah. It was the opinion of somebody. Oh, no. And there are some people who just come at your work because, okay, oh, they said it's Achebe's hair. So they forget that I was a young first-time author, and they just attack my work viciously, you know. Oh, he's a, you know, this book is terrible, it's not even good. How can you call this guy Achebe? So they didn't come at it with an open mind. They just came to try to like pull down that title or whatever, you know. So it's been good and bad. Yeah.
I can imagine. There's good and bad to it, yeah. The Fisherman is about brotherly love, right? And then you moved on to love between a man and a woman. Yeah. Why?
Well, wonderful question. Because I feel like, I don't know, it's something sparked something in me, really. It's so the way I write is I get an idea. I could be talking with you now and you say something and I just think, man, yeah, that's a story there. And you know, I start thinking about it, and while I think about it, it's incubating. It's like, you know, growing in me before you know it. So usually it's, you know, it was just me going to Cyprus and missing my siblings. And that was what sparked that. Orchestra, it was me encountering a real human being who came to, who was in love with this woman. He was engaged to somebody, and then he comes to Cyprus because, you know, he wanted to come and make money very quickly. You know, he wanted to hustle, and you know, he discovers that he has actually lost everything. He drinks and then falls from the attic of a building to his death. And you know, I just started to think, okay, let me recreate this guy's life. What would it have been like? What did he feel? Who was this lady to him that made him really want to do this? Or how about if he had survived? Would his life have been like? So it's actually me taking a figment of reality and then asking these questions, and then it leads me into a particular story. You know, so that's how it is. The next project I'm working on is, you know, it's born of my mom just over the phone telling me something, you know, she didn't even think was important. You know, there's a twin, there's one of our friends' daughter who was pregnant, and then, you know, the doctor said that she had twins, but one of the twins killed the other in the womb, you know. Wow. So they had to operate and get out the dead one, you know, so that kind of thing. I'm like, man, this is something to think about. So once I begin to deliberate, something emerges from the vacuum. So, yeah. So it really was. It wasn't like I deliberately said, okay, let me write about a different kind of love, but it just happened that it came that way.